So, if you're ever gonna get drunk, don't get drunk around celebrities, especially if it's not the first time you're ever getting drunk. I had an ex-girlfriend who worked for Toys R Us. She was a buyer for Toys R Us, so it was a giant, a huge, event that we were invited to. And I didn't drink. I never drank before. I was 25 years old. I had never drank before. And we go to this Toys R Us thing. And the host was Rosie O'Donnell. And there was also the New York Giants were there. It was crazy. So I'm with Carrie, and she goes, hey, why don't you just get drunk? Just go ahead, just drink, have a drink. It's not a big deal. I'll drive home. And I'm like, okay. And she goes, I'm like, well, what do people drink? I guess I'll have a Jameson. Is that something that you can drink? Before this, the hardest thing I ever drank in my life was grapefruit juice, and that was an accident. So that gives you kind of who I am, who I was before this. The next thing I remember is literally waking up in a bed I didn't recognize to my ex-girlfriend standing over me with 1 hour photos, just going, so what do you remember about last night? And I was like, well, I remember something about Cabbage Patch Kids. She goes, right, every table got a Cabbage Patch Kid. You have 6. All right. So she goes, well, and she starts showing me pictures. And she goes, what do you remember about Michael Bolton? And I was like, I don't know anything about Michael Bolton. She goes, you're a liar, you know his entire catalog. I was like, so she shows me pictures of me singing cheek to cheek with Michael Bolton, one microphone, just me and Michael Bolton singing on stage. And I was like, what the fuck happened last night? And she goes, she was like, well, you had 3 drinks. You were passed out on the table. Your head was on the table. You were out. I was like, well, whatever. He had a good time. He's done. Until Rosie O'Donnell goes, ladies and gentlemen, your musical guest, Michael Bolton. At which time you sprang from your chair, looked me dead in the eyes and went, I have to do this. You then bolted through the entire defensive line of the New York Giants, grabbed the microphone from Michael Bolton, and sang every song. She did When the Man Loves a Woman. You did 18 America songs. I don't even know. And I was like, oh my God. And she was like, yeah, it was kind of awesome. It was really, to be honest, it was awesome until then she shows me the next picture, and no lying, it's Michael Bolton going, I'm like, what was that? And she goes, well, that's when you grabbed the microphone and said, rock me hard and fast, Rod Stewart! And called Michael Bolton Rod Stewart to his face. And I was like, I was like, well, how did he take it? She goes, well, do you remember how you got home last night? And I was like, I don't remember. And I lied to you not. She goes, that's because you didn't. We're in Michael Bolton's hotel room. In which we slept in Michael Bolton's hotel room. I never saw him. That's the end of the story.